You know what? I don't feel like waiting.
I like the music. I was getting into it.
Oh, it's a
Good music,
long
yeah.
countdown.
Holy shit! I wanted to put 30 seconds. I always get it wrong, man. Always get it freaking wrong. Like, you know what? I'm not gonna wait. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh my god.
But welcome. Hey, here we are. Welcome to another episode of Between Collectors, episode number 32 or 33. One of those two. My brain is done today. But we're here. We have an amazing show. We have an amazing panel. I'm trying to add my friend Costa here, so I have to remove him for now. But he will be back in a second. So I'm going to introduce my beautiful panel before I go to you guys in the chat. Desi Metamorphic Customs. What's up, my friend?
Hey, it's a nice Tuesday here. Not bad for being a Tuesday. So glad to be here. Thank you for the invite, Dante. Amazing panel. Can't wait.
Tuesday the 13th, my friend. Well, martes 13 for Spanish people. Anyway, now we're going to go with the Jedi Night Watch. What's up? Long time to see you, man. Congratulations on the new home. Nice setup.
Thank you.
Welcome, my friend.
Thank you for the invite. It's great to be hanging out with you good people again and kind of jump back into the 6 scale community. As Riley would say, let's go.
Let's go, man. Let's go. And of course, we have my friend Riley, who pretty much screwed me up twice.
Yeah.
Riley, welcome, my friend.
No, whatever, man. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm happy to be here. Amazing panel. We got some good topics, some things to discuss. So interesting things. So I'm excited for the show. And yeah, as Graham put it, let's go. Let's get it.
Yeah, let's go. And I'm trying to see where's my friend Costa here.
He's got some camera issues or something.
Yeah.
Now he's a little icon there.
Let me use my Ouija board.
There's a
Costa,
glitch in the matrix.
Can you hear me? Please.
I am having camera issues. Can you hear me? Oh,
He's in the walls.
Not
We
once.
can't see you.
Not once if you're with us.
I was getting my back up. Okay.
Oh my god.
So let's pretend you're here. You're now a invisible man, but you're here with us. Once you get your camera figured out, we'll put you there. But thank you for joining us.
No, thank you. It looks like it's working. Can you see me?
No,
can't
we
see you.
we
No,
can't
you're
see you. We
invisible.
just see you talking. You're
Oh
invisible.
my
right
god, I can see
You're
me.
invisible.
Oh wait, hold on. I can see myself.
That's good.
That's
Wait.
a good thing.
Oh, no. You still look like
No.
wallpaper.
Yeah, you look like you kind blend nicely into the wallpaper. You know,
Camouflage.
Camo.
it's a camouflage.
Yeah,
right?
right.
All right, so let me remove you for a second, and then I will see you once you pop in again. So don't
Okay,
worry, I will add you. Don't worry. All right, so I'm gonna remove for now Costa, and of course, this is how we start. Let me get the right video because last time I got it wrong. Between collectors. I don't know what I'm doing today. But hold on, let me make sure
I
this
feel
is
like I'm
the
in a
one.
dream. And I don't.
Okay, this is the right
No?
one. I have
Okay,
no.
alright.
This is the good one. I'm gonna
Okay,
delete
got
the
it.
old one. No, because I changed the music. So every time that I want to put it, I don't even know what that is because
Oh
it's
my
pretty much the
God.
same
Bear with us,
picture.
everyone.
Get in the chat.
Anyway,
One
we're
more
here.
time.
I'm telling you, this sucks, man. This sucks.
Oh
But
my
I'm going to
God.
start with the first super chat. Of course, Lael from 6 Scale Man with a $2 super chat. Down payment for Spanish lessons from Dante. Yeah, man, the forbidden language. And I want to give a shout out to Lael because he did an amazing video the other day. He took the time to give a shout out to so many really good content creators. And that's actually something that I was not expecting at all. And it was very well received. I think that's a good initiative. You know, sometimes we need to kind of like be different, and what he did was really good. I really appreciate the shout out. He mentioned many other really good content creators like Posting Peter, Justin, you know, you name it, a bunch. I don't want to forget anyone, but a bunch of people. So that was a good thing. So shout out to you, my friend. And next Tuesday we're gonna have a show, Between Collectors special edition, where we're gonna have an amazing panel. So stay tuned for that because I'm going to announce the panel throughout the week. So it's going to be a big show next week. So you better stay tuned. But thank you, my friend. And don't worry, I'll give you Spanish lessons for free. Don't worry. But I want to say hi to my boy, BIGBREDA, in the house, Joao, Julio. He couldn't make it today because, you know, he's a man of a business. So he's working very hard. JC in the house. We have, Graham is with us tonight. We have the Punisher XS. Let me see who else we have. We have Kobe Katsu. We have Dan S in the house, or Riley. You know Riley. He's with us.
You know me.
My bots obviously working. You know, I don't pay them, but they work. Pablo Mesa in the house. We have Brandon Salat. What's up, my friend? Wolf Moon. We have a Boba Fettuccine in the house. DT Armand. We have Barrett.
DT.
Thick Banta Boy in the house. Ash Chase. We have Fat Gadget. We have Tully. Where's Tully? Tully here in the house. We have JB Beats NL. What's up, everyone? How you doing, sir? We have Costa, which I think should be. Hold on, let me see. Costa, you with us?
Is he there? Is he live?
Wallpaper.
I see it. I see the same
I'm
thing.
still wallpaper.
Yeah.
You know what?
You
I think what you need to do is you need to disconnect and then come back
Yeah,
again.
and reconnect. I'll be
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right.
I'll-
So
I'll
we
be
won't
back.
start until he joins.
All right.
Oh man, so Tuesday already, man. Like so many things happening, you know.
There is. Mhm.
You know, we're gonna wait for Costa when he joins so we can start the conversation. But a lot of things happening. You know, I wanna talk about the exclusives, no longer exclusives. I also want to talk about the figures that might be getting waitlisted anytime soon. You know, it's a lot of people asking me what's going on. If you guys watched the show on Friday, Josh was here, so shout out to Josh from Comic Concepts. You know, we had a really good conversation about what's going on with the market and from the seller's point of view, right? So here we go. Here we go.
Hey,
He's
yo.
back.
Back.
We see him.
There you
We
go.
can see you. Everything's fine
Welcome
now.
back, man.
He's look how happy he is. Oh wait, no way.
Oh,
Nah,
come
he's
on.
lying. No,
He's
don't
lying,
do
he's
this.
lying.
Don't do this.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
no.
He's lying. But yeah, so if you guys tune in on Friday, George made a good point about how the hot toys, market what is happening right now. A lot of things, are happening, many changes. You'll see many changes in the upcoming, days, months. Figures going way listed sooner than expected. Figures that right now are almost gone. So what's going on? What's really going on? Is this something that is going to continue? I honestly think that it's going to continue. I think we're going to see we're going to see a pattern here. We're going to see changes happening because we spoke about this many times about pre-ordering. Should you pre-order, should not pre-order, based on what we saw, based on what was happening back then with the market, with the figures that we have a massive stock. Obviously, it was not a good idea to pre-order, right? Because why doing it if you're gonna get it anyways, right? But now things are changing. Now these companies, they don't want to spend too much money into hot toys, so they try to limit themselves to just fulfill the pre-orders plus a little bit more to have extra stock, right? Now, is this with every figure? I have no idea. It could be, maybe not. I don't know. But are we gonna see this happening? I think so. So I'm gonna start with Desi. So we're gonna start in order on this one here. Could this be the new beginning? I mean, Sideshow now is getting these low stock alerts for figures that are releasing in a year from now. Could this be the beginning of something new?
I sure hope so. Because to me, if it is a pattern going forward, that means somebody learned their lesson about having dead stock. So I think this is going to happen, like you said, on new figures. Not all of them, but a lot of figures that have been announced recently within 2022. So within the last 9 months, right, and are releasing sometime next year. But it probably won't happen for figures that are coming into stock now, like the Dark Trooper. I got an email that the Dark Trooper is in stock, right? I know it's been shipping for a while, but it's in stock today, right? So I don't think that's going to sell out anytime soon. I could be wrong, but figures, like Snow Speeder Luke, things coming into stock now, I don't think they'll go away anytime soon, because that was part of apparently the over ordering of 2020 and 2021. But new stuff, yes, anything that's new this year that's still in pre-order, you could potentially see it go to waitlist pretty quickly, and I hope that's the case. You know, that means they're going back to, hey, something comes out, it's announced, you have time to pre-order, you have more than enough time, and then it sells out. Meaning that when you get your figure's still worth what it's worth. So, and not lower. So that's good. In my opinion, that's good.
That's a good point, Graham. What do you think about all this low stock alerts? From figures that are not released yet, and they're gonna release sometime next year. Is this something that might change your perception and now say, you know what, I think I should start pre-ordering now. I don't want to miss on this thing in the future and pay double in the secondary market.
Yeah, it's kind of scary personally when I'm out of the game for a month because I'm doing life stuff, and then I kind of tune into some of you guys and I see like, oh, Batman is on waitlist already and he hasn't even released, and Peacemaker, and I'm just like, what the hell is gonna get these figures? Yeah, like, and so now, before it was like, oh, I have options and I can not pre-order, and then I can just see where I'm at when things release. Because I mean, I just got a notification from Sideshow today that I converted a waitlist for the Iron Man. I can't remember which mark it is, but it's the it's got the silver mid-body section.
Oh, the Mark 47.
47. Oh yeah,
nice.
But I'm not gonna. I'm like, oh well, times have changed. I don't really need that anymore. I'm budgeting a little bit extra here, so it's not a need. Yeah, I'd like to have it if I had the money, but I don't need it. So like things like that, like it was just like I had more options, and now I feel like Hot Toys is maybe trying to correct what has been happening over the last year and a half, and go back to how things were, where maybe it wasn't as like, I don't know if I want to say the market was oversaturated, but yeah, like Desi said, you pre-ordered it and then you'd get it. But if you didn't pre-order it, then you probably wouldn't get it, and you have to find another way to get it and maybe pay an extra lump sum to get it from some secondary market. So I do think this is going to continue. And I think the other part is because we haven't been pre-ordering, maybe some of these shipments or maybe some of these numbers are going to be lower, these production numbers, because they do have to go off of pre-orders. And if we're not pre-ordering, then and they have all this like stock just sitting there, obviously they're going to probably limit their numbers, especially for Gilgamesh, Peacemaker, not the figures that are like everybody's going to get, like an Iron Man or a Spider-Man or anything like that. So that could be something to do with it too. Even the quarter scale Boba Fett, I mean, it's Boba Fett, but it is quarter scale. So, that's, I think that's still a limited market compared to the 6 scale. So I do think it's going to continue. I do think I've even thought about it myself, going through my Sideshow site and just kind of pre-ordering figures that I for sure want, because if I miss out on that Peacemaker, I will be upset. If I miss out on that Batman, I'll be upset too.
Oh, yeah, no, it is it's a lot of things going on, and I want to read this comment from Bersker Kid. Strange times we're in. My Boba Fett repaint with the throne will be here Thursday, and still no blogger picks. Yeah, same here. I'm all for Sideshow getting their product before resellers, but blogger picks would still be nice. Mm-hmm. And I see this, and this could be I don't know, like I don't want to call it strategy, but this could be something that they want to see the perception of people, right? Like it would be nice that we get our figures, right? Or about getting our figures, whoever pre-ordered it first, right? Whoever did, what they were supposed to at the beginning, because I think those should be the people who pre-order first should be rewarded, I think, right? Because they're the ones put their money right away, reserving a copy for themselves instead of waiting, until like, I pre-ordered today and I'm gonna get it next week, and you pre-ordered first day is still waiting. I think it seems to be that they're trying to work things out, but I think it's good what we're seeing, like these things happening, because you can say, you know what, I don't need to go to these resellers anymore if I want to get a figure, right? Patience paid off, and we're going to talk about exclusives as well, because now they're exclusives, but really not that exclusive. So good comment, and I want to go to Riley on this one. So Gilgamesh, which I forgot his name when we were talking at the beginning backstage, low stock remaining for this figure, right? Yeah, it's a one-off. Technically, not really, because we have thinner, right? But
yeah,
nevertheless, it's really, interesting to see low stock remaining for this, But what are your thoughts?
It's interesting for sure. I mean, more catered towards this Gilgamesh. I wasn't as surprised because it seems like the consistent thing we're seeing is that the things that aren't really that popular are the ones that are hitting low stock. But that changed yesterday because we saw the Green Goblin and we saw Doc Ock hitting low stock, which was super interesting to me. When I saw those two, at first I was like, oh god, this can't hit waitlist. I gotta order it right now because those are obviously ones for me particular. That's the ones I need. Like they're must, but I don't have them on pre-order. But I'm like, I can't have this hitting waitlist. Like I need to put it in. But I saw that it was just the collector's version. The deluxes are still like not in the low stock version, like edition. So I'm gonna wait. But honestly, given the way like everything's been, I wouldn't doubt that the deluxe is gonna say low stock soon because now everyone's that's seeing it's low stock. They're gonna be like, okay, I have to order because I'm not gonna risk missing out on these two. So they're gonna get a lot of pre-orders, and I think that's kind of the reason why Sideshow's doing this. Another reason they do want to get more pre-orders because they know a lot of people, content creators, and just people in general, collectors, they're not really pre-ordering. It's just not really the whole game now. Now it's just to wait, really take your time with everything. But if Sideshow is doing this with Doc Ock, I mean, this is Doc Ock, guys. This is like one of the most popular villains like of ever, honestly. So this is going to be one that would be pre-ordered in the batches, like a high batch. But the fact that we're seeing a low stock, it definitely kind of like took a different turn for me because when I saw Sideshow doing these low stocks, I was like, okay, that makes sense. Gilgamesh, that's a low stock because they're not going to order like 10,000 Gilgamesh. Like they don't want that sitting there dead stock. But the fact that we're seeing Doc Ock and Green Goblin, like two iconic villains, hitting low stock was weird to me. I was like, this is not what I was expecting. But like I said, it's just it's probably the main thing is, like you said, they don't want to sit on stock like Desi and everyone else, who Graham and Dante said. They don't want to sit on dead stock. And also, I think that they know that having these low stock like signals always produce FOMO. As soon as we see this, you see it all over Facebook. I have to order this. I have to get this now. There's no chance I'm not going to pre-order now. So I think that's Sideshow knows that as much as we all don't think that. I think they do know that. And that's why they're trying to get people to pre-order. But it's interesting seeing low stock. If I see the deluxe on low stock, though, no exception. 1 minute and I'll order it. I'm not taking that risk. But if I'm just saying, but I'm expecting that to happen, dude. So I don't know, man. Sideshow, they're definitely like worrying me as a person who just never pre-orders. It makes me think like, okay, maybe I should pre-order the ones that I do really want, but only the ones you really want, guys. I wouldn't say if you see this low stock, because I know some people have said like in the chat, you shouldn't really just jump on it just because like you want to have the fear of missing out. Like if you really do want it, I would set that pre-order in because you got to eat that NRD, and there's no way you can really get that back with Sideshow's new stuff. So it's all very interesting and honestly, just a new territory now with pre-ordering. It's interesting.
No,
Well,
yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Sorry, that's the thing too. Like, is this like it's kind of in my head? Is this real or is this just a Sideshow tactic to get you to have the FOMO? Because we've seen it in the past too, where things have been low stock or even gone waitlist, and then all of a sudden, boom, they just appear again. So, in the back of my mind too, I'm like, well, is this going to say like waitlisted, but then all of a sudden in a couple months, it's just going to be back in stock, and they're just doing this to get you to jump on it. So nobody knows, but I mean, that's just something to think about too. Is it real or is it a tactic?
You see, I'm going with Costa on this one. You know, this could somebody mentioned in the comments a while ago. I don't remember who it was, but we actually touched that topic about, you know, if this is Sideshow tactics just to kind of like push people to pre-order or try to kind of get some FOMO in them. But you know, that person made a good point. He says, well, really, if they do this, it's kind of shady business practice because it's gonna pretty much give you fear. And if this is a recurrent thing, then you won't trust them, because even if it says low stock, they're just playing around. You know, what happened if it's true? You know, low stock, right? So then it could be a problem. So it is really, you know, difficult to determine. But you know, we will not know for sure. Yeah, I don't think we will never know. Right? Is them. They have the control over this. We don't. We're just gonna see, and then we pretty much act on whatever is there. But of course, the way they're doing this thing, you know, low stock on the collector's edition, which is the regular version, if you will, and then you have the deluxe version. Could this be that they really order a small quantity on regular, you know, editions, and they have maybe more on the deluxe, or this is just how things are going to be moving forward?
Well, I personally always order the deluxe for everything, so I think there's a majority of
Yeah.
us that do that. So I'm gonna say that it's these collector's editions get lower pre-orders, so you'll get lower stock. I mean, look at Ronin and Hawkeye, the Endgame, the regular non-deluxe Ronin that wasn't Ronin went out of stock before the Ronin one. So, like for me, I think there's a lot of people for Doc Ock and Green Goblin that did not order the collectors, and more people are ordering. You know, you get the extra tentacles with Doc Ock. You get the glider. I mean, how can you have Green Goblin and not have the glider? So,
Exactly.
you know,
Yeah.
yeah, and they're they're looking at that, and I'm not too surprised at this point with what the other figures that have gone into low stock, like Peacemaker. I'm sure there was really low pre-orders for that before they did the fix, so they didn't order as many. And if we were going to go back to talk about, is this a tactic? Is this, what it's going to be? Yeah, in the past, things have gone waitlisted or they've gone, sold out. But in my experience, that happened either on a Friday or Saturday, and it seems like they have to manually go in there and fix things, and everything comes back in stock on that Monday. I've had it happen to me twice where I'm like, oh, Captain America Endgame, shit.
Yep.
And then it's back in stock on Monday. So.
It's an operational glitch rather than an intended glitch.
Yeah, I don't think it's I honestly don't think it's a tactic. I think that they're readjusting to, coming out of the pandemic. And, we might be losing some collectors that we gained over the pandemic, because there's a lot of people that just started collecting, in 2020. You're sitting around your house and you're like, ooh, look at all this cool stuff. And, if you have the money, you're going to buy it. And now, some of those people are like, why did I get this? What am I doing?
That's another thing, right? That's another thing.
So yeah, I don't think it's a tactic. I think that they're readjusting their stock in their warehouse. And then one other last thing, and Mafia brought this up on us. It might have been last week's stream, where you'll see something go out of stock and then come back in, and sometimes those might be those extras that they had on the side for returns or damaged parts and stuff. So you got to look at that too. And yeah, Mafia brought that up last week, so I just wanted to put that in there.
Yeah, shout out to Anthony, Six Skull Mafia, and Oh My Balls in the house.
Oh My Balls.
I'm about to be the NRD king if we have to start pre-ordering all my NRDs. Yeah, well, that's well, this is another thing, right? Now we're gonna be more leaning to pre-order stuff ahead of time, so we don't take the risk. Sometimes, some people, including myself, I don't like to take risks. I mean, I like to take risks, but sometimes I don't. So in terms of figures, I know that if I want something and it's pretty much all the signs are there, low stock, wait listing, I know that if I don't do anything, and then when I want the figure, I'm gonna pretty much pay a lot of money for it if I want it, right? Because that's what's gonna happen, right? It's gonna be sold out, and it's gonna be difficult to find, or maybe not that difficult, but maybe more expensive, right? And people might get 2 of the figures now, 3 of the figures, because now they can resell it later. So so pretty much going back in time, how it was before. Because if you think about it, years ago, that's exactly how it was. If you don't pre-order, you pretty much don't get it. And then if you want to get it, you're going to pay double. Or you're going to pay way more of the retail price, right? So now this one here is low stock remaining on the collector's edition, which is the regular version. So no, glider, hoverboard, whatever you want to call it. So none of that. The deluxe still available. So that means that they definitely didn't get much of this. So they got probably more deluxe than the regular edition.
Right.
So that's a wake up call for collectors. So don't if you really wanna have the figure, pre-order it. If you don't want it, don't just do, don't
Right.
FOMO it,
Right.
because that's the worst mistake can happen when we start pre-ordering stuff just because. That's the problem, right? Because then you need to sell it, or if you want to cancel later, it could be a pain in the butt. So far we have this thing, right? We got waitlisted Peacemaker. The Bat Cycle was waitlisted as well. And I think something else I can remember right
the
now.
Boba Fett quarter scale.
The Boba Fett quarter
waitlisted.
scale, right?
Yeah.
The quarter scale was,
And even the
quarter-
deluxe did, right? The deluxe got waitlisted on that one.
right? And
Pretty
Boba
sure.
Fett on the Throne got also waitlisted.
Did it?
Yeah, and Sideshow.
Mhm.
So let me just show it to you guys.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, show it to
interesting.
me.
So let's
Show me the
let's
money.
let's put some FOMO in you.
Oh God, I'm gonna pay double from Dante, guaranteed.
No, it's not
know,
on the
that's-
collect.
Oh, the
Oh, the
exclusive.
exclusive.
Oh,
sorry.
that
was the timed
wasn't
one
that-
though. Yeah, that was the timed one
Yeah,
for the special
that was the timed
hologram.
one. That was always it's been on waitlist since it was released.
Yeah.
Oh, and actually that's the one I pre-ordered. I didn't realize.
Oh, nice.
So I got the special edition bonus. Okay, so
Those are pretty cool, actually. Yeah.
yeah, I'm
neat.
honestly I'm not gonna
Probably
use it.
sit in the box.
Really?
but-
They're
Yeah.
holograms.
hey, some people like their holograms though. Like they like them. So.
You know what? I have to build like a small
Man.
little diorama display for all the holograms.
Dude,
There you go.
imagine.
Oh, dude,
that
that,
would
would
be
be
great.
cool. No,
That'd be so
seriously, with
silly.
light up.
Yeah.
No, light it up.
You should do
Hell
that.
yeah.
Well, the good news is my mojo cases
That'd be
are
a
on its
great
way.
video.
Ooh.
So now I can actually put the
Nice.
throne with Boba Fett. So I can properly display my figures now instead of having everything together like
That'll be nice.
freaking,
Right.
So I mean, I don't know how long it's gonna take me to build those suckers. So probably it's gonna take me like a month or so. And I know the way I'm gonna go. It's gonna take forever, man. I'm telling you.
How many did you get?
How many did you get?
I got 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
8 110s.
That's not gonna take you that long, dude.
No?
Took me about
3 months.
9 or 10 hours of work.
Oh, not too
Okay,
bad.
so in Dante's time, it's probably gonna be 4 months.
I took a day off just to get it done. I don't like
Oh,
things just
man.
sitting halfway.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
I built mine from scratch and it didn't take me 9 hours.
There you go.
Really?
Well, we're not advanced like you.
No.
yeah,
Costa.
I gotta
I'm
be
not
responsible.
advanced either. It's just a lot of practice.
Suck
and
at building things. Teach me the ways.
Yeah, no. Teach me the
Riley,
ways, man.
I can teach you the way, man.
Okay.
It's
Do it. Show
you.
me the way.
Anybody can make any of this stuff. I
Mm.
promise you.
Bet.
Talking about random stuff.
We got to get together.
Have you guys seen
Let's do
Cobra
it.
Kai?
Mm-mm.
Not the new
Is
season.
anyone
I
in
never
the
watched.
season,
I've
don't
never
ruin
watched
it.
the
Am
show.
I the
I
only
know a
nerd
lot
that
of
likes
people
Cobra
like it.
Kai?
Oh, I like it. I just
No,
haven't
I
seen the new
watched Cobra
season.
Kai. I haven't seen the 5th
Dude.
season. Yeah.
I watched the whole thing on the weekend.
It's
I
good.
heard it was really good.
Freaking amazing, man. I think it was the best season yet.
Very nice.
Yeah, very, very crazy. But anyway,
Exciting.
hopefully Hatos make some
Imagine.
Cobra Kai fix. Just kidding. I can't even.
NECA has.
I
them.
wouldn't imagine. Waitlist.
All right, so let's move on to the
NECA
next
has
topic.
Turtle ones. Yeah.
Ooh.
So let's talk about the exclusives, not exclusives. So I know it's funny, but it is
Great
true.
topic.
It is true. Okay, so
Yeah.
let me see if I can share my screen here. So we got this. Let me just put the screen on here. So we got this thing on Sideshow going the Bestember. I don't know if I pronounce it right, but yeah, we got that. So you need to sign up for it, and if you sign up for it, you're gonna get access to the exclusive. What that was exclusive in China, Hong Kong, somewhere. It was exclusive somewhere, Shanghai.
Shanghai, yeah.
So now it's really not that exclusive because now we're gonna have it here as well. And this is really new. I mean, I don't recall seeing things like this before. Good news is that now you can actually buy the Mark 46 if you join this thing. And I'm going to start with Costas. I'm going to start from bottom up. Were you surprised to see this, Costas? I thought, to be honest with you, that this is going to be exclusive in Shanghai. That's it. There's no way for us to get it unless we pay $800 for this thing. Is this good?
Nah. Yeah, well, I think it's good because I think it's good for Hot Toys because it doesn't leave money on the table. Like,
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
Shanghai store, how many could they sell out of there unless somebody from like Toys Wonderland goes over to
It's
Shanghai
true.
uh,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
buys a bunch of stock of it. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know if like anybody in Canada or Australia can grab it from Sideshow. Like, we don't know what the region lockout is, if there is one.
mm,
And if they're really gonna do exclusive, I want to say that they're gonna limit the numbers, but they're probably not. Because this is, well, I don't know. I don't plan on
don't
getting
know.
it. This isn't like sometimes you just got to say, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't plan on getting it. I don't even think it was like that popular, except for the guy who keeps on asking for the Mark 46 to be released. I think
And he
he's
complained
the only
about
one
it.
that really,
He didn't even
really
want
wanted
it,
it.
And he already left, so it
Yeah,
doesn't
and he
really
doesn't
he
even
didn't
want it
want it.
now because it doesn't have the head sculpt or what have you. And you know, it's an Iron Man. There's a lot of people that collect it. There's going to be a lot of people that want it, especially completists. Even people who have the original some of them will want to get this just to have the update and the diorama base. Because why would you skip out on a diorama base? Those I wish we would get more of those, personally. But yeah,
There's
I mean,
competition for Desi.
exclusive, not exclusive. I had no. I knew. I had a feeling that it was coming, and I'm sure the other Shanghai exclusives will be on their way over the next couple of weeks because we have New York Con and they're gonna try to come up with a con for every month. We got Spooktacular, and then they have their 13 days of Christmas or whatever the hell they call it. So there's plenty of chances for these exclusives.
Yeah, no, that's true, and that's one thing that I really welcome, especially for people that wants to get those exclusives and they don't want to pay the absurd amount of money. Because I remember I wanted to get the Chrome Clone Trooper, and it was like a 450, almost $500. I'm like, no, like no. So I'll miss out then. I refuse to pay that much money for it. And then when I saw, and going to you now, Riley, and then when I saw this, if I can go back. Let's screw this up. So that means that this guy is going to happen.
Yeah.
So the reason why it's not buy now is because they're waiting for the stock to arrive.
Yeah.
Right? What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, we're just gonna be waiting for it. The only thing I'm interested in is that they don't have the Captain America listed, do they? So I wonder if they're gonna have
Not
that
yet.
one.
Not yet.
So I'm
But
sure.
I
I'm
think
sure
it's
they
up-
will, though. I mean, they have the other two, so it
Right.
wouldn't really make sense. But yeah, like you were saying, exclusive, not exclusives. I actually did expect these to hit Sideshow because as much as they do say the Hot Toys exclusives, there's been many times where it does say exclusives on other figures that end up on Sideshow site. But I didn't expect it to take this long. But I think Costa was saying, they're kind of getting it with their events they're having on their websites and stuff. So they're probably waiting for this. But yeah, I know a lot of people paid on the Hong Kong aftermarket because exactly what Costa said. It's money on the table. Whenever I saw these, I was like, okay, why would these only be in Shanghai when we have the US who would just go crazy over these? I mean, it's Iron Man and Captain America and even Stormtroopers. I mean, Star Wars is hot after all. So it's interesting to think about. I'd say that, yeah, whenever we see them saying Hot Toys exclusives, I don't think that you should really just go on crazy on the aftermarket looking for them. Even with the Spider-Man, that's the D23. I mean, who knows? They can just do a normal release and just not give you the churro, so you miss out on a churro. But that could happen. It does say exclusive, but I wouldn't doubt that Hot Toys would drop it on Sideshow at one point. But given that these three were on here, yeah, it was weird how long it took, but I definitely saw it coming. I didn't think that it was going to be only Hong Kong. And it's interesting because with all the drama that happened with the Mark V that came out, I think last week or last Wednesday or something, that also says Hot Toys exclusive. But I guarantee you in next month, that's going to be on Sideshow site. I think they're going to have them. And so people who did say that, oh, the Hot Toys exclusives, it's just going to be Shanghai. Don't worry about it. Who cares? There's nothing to complain over. That might not be that right, because we're now seeing them on Sideshow's site. So I'd say that if you do want these Hot Toys exclusives, don't buy into the second market. I'd just be patient. Like this one right here. It did take some time, but now they're sitting there ready in stock to go to your house and get shipped. So it's interesting to think about.
It's interesting to think about. Like Pattern 23 says, somebody had this Iron Man for $999 on eBay.
Damn. Not
Damn,
anymore.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
So Graham, just imagine if you are an Iron Man fan and then you try to get this exclusive, and you get it from from resellers, and you pay, I don't know, $700 for it, and then 3 weeks later, Sideshow says, you know what, that's exclusive. It's not that exclusive, so you can actually get it here for retail. Like, how would you feel, man? It will feel horrible, man. It will feel horrible. But were you surprised to see all this happening with these exclusives?
Well, first of all, if that happened to me, I'd be pissed. But would I be the idiot? I don't know. I guess to each their own.
Answer.
You know, I mean, just going back on that, I think you have to make the choice to, how badly do you want this figure? If you're going to throw down that kind of cheese, then that's your call. But there's no guarantee, and I know everybody's saying, well, just be patient and whatnot. But there's no guarantee. Some people just want that guarantee. Like, I need to get it. I just wish I wish Hot Toys was a little bit more upfront about what these exclusives mean or what they are. Like, if we're gonna have a chance to get it, we'll just, I don't know, somehow, like, don't make it sound so exclusive, like it's only a Hong Kong release or something, and then all of a sudden months later, well, now you can get it after people have paid high prices. It's not even a big deal about the Mark V with releasing the diorama base, but it's just kind of like how they did it. Like, a couple months after you just release the Mark V reissue, you're going to come out with now a diorama base when these people just bought it. Now you're like, well, here, now you can have this too. It's like, well, I don't know. It's just the way that Hot Toys does some things that I don't always like. I don't care that it's not as exclusive as maybe it originally was thought to be, because I'm all for collectors getting what they want. But I don't know. I don't like it, sometimes how they go about it. But what was your second question?
No, if you
am I shocked to see this?
Right, to see these exclusives in Shanghai, which normally we don't see on Sideshow. This is, I think, the first time that this happened. Now we see them, so that could be a precedent for new exclusive moving forward too.
Surprised, yes. Shocked, no. I mean, again, with Hot Toys, I stopped guessing how they do business and what they're gonna do next, and when their timing is. Like, I give up, because it's never what I think it's going to be. So I'm always just like, oh, okay, you're going to do it that way. Or, oh, okay, now this is happening. I didn't see that coming. So surprised, yeah. Shocked, no. But again, great for collectors, great for Hot Toys. It's a win-win. It's just, I guess some collectors might lose out, though, if, like Riley said, you're not patient and you have to have it. But then again, you fear of missing out. And, then all of a sudden when you don't get it and you're patient, it doesn't come to fruition. So who knows? It's just kind of, I guess everybody's got to make their own choice, and either jump at it or wait it out and see what happens.
That's true. And we are 125 people watching right now. So thank you guys for stopping by, watching the show.
Button.
Please hit the like button. Subscribe to all my friends' channels here. Really good people. All the links down below. And keep bombarding the chat, because I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your comments, so we can have a topic. If you have a topic you want to discuss, feel free to put it on the chat, and we'll talk about it.
Great comments. Great stuff.
No, the other Friday, man, we got freaking amazing comments, man. Like, comments were coming left and right, and really, we had the show just based on that, really. So you guys pretty much did the show for us, so thank you. Desi, so we have, it is proven now that patience in this hobby is absolutely the key. Oh, yeah. And if you wait, you might get rewarded. And I think this applies to these two exclusives, that people, when this was announced in Shanghai, many people wanted to get those exclusive, but they were paying a lot of money. It got expensive at one point. Me particularly, I was waiting for the prices to come down to buy, especially the Stormtrooper. So I was waiting for the price to come down, and it was coming down a little bit, but it's still too pricey for me. And then when I saw this happening, I was like, this is just perfect. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, it's man, it's easier said than done having patience, right? For me with this particular hobby, I have to say, I have to admit it's easy because the worst thing that can happen is I miss out on something and I don't really care. Like, it doesn't mean I didn't want it, but okay, whatever. I'm gonna keep getting figures, right?
Just move on. Yep.
Just move on. There's more figures I want. That's okay.
Sure.
I might have an opportunity to get this one in the future, or I've been in this game long enough and will be in this game long enough that another version of this character will eventually be released by the same company. Who cares? I've got plenty to keep me busy. But when it comes to exclusive, not exclusive, I think it's like technicality, like semantics, right? Like Grom, you were mentioning the Mark V, and I mentioned on Anthony's stream, the Mark V. Like, wait a minute, it's exclusive. Is it exclusive to Shanghai or Asia? Because that makes sense because the Mark V is already sold out there. It's not sold out here. So if they release it just in Asia, then that makes sense, right? But they never said it's exclusive to Asia. They just said exclusive. That's
Right.
it. So my point is when somebody says, any company says exclusive or event exclusive or con exclusive without being specific, that just means it's exclusive. It's just a name. Like con exclusive, it could be like at New York Comic Con and at SDCC and at Emerald Comic Con and at some Comic Con in Hong Kong. Like it doesn't mean it's just one event. It just means a con exclusive. So just keep that in mind. What we don't know is if it's limited. No, they've never released that really, and I don't think they will. But what we want it is to be limited. We don't want that dead stock there. So that's what we want, but we won't know that.
That's a good point. And you know what? You mentioned something very interesting as well when you said about the limited piece. Do you think Hot Toys might go that route to have limited edition stuff? Now, taking into account that we're getting more, competitors coming like Inart, for example, right? And other companies might jump into the 1/6. Do you think that they should start doing more limited number figures? Because that not only will, make collectors to pre-order faster because it's limited, right? But also, it's gonna, I guess, I don't know what's the word I'm using. I want to use in this one. It's gonna help them to fight the competition, quote unquote, right? Because Inart is going expensive, right? Inart is going a different tier than Hot Toys. J&D is rumored to be into the 1/6 as well, so they're also probably gonna be top tier in terms of price and quality, obviously. So if Hot Toys does that limited edition stuff, numbered, let's say, just to throw a number, 10,000 copies, 1,000 copies, or whatever, that could be a good, way of looking at this hobby too. Like, kind of rethink about it. You know what? I think I should get some limited edition stuff instead of regulars, because limited is limited. Once it's gone, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, what do you think?
I think that. Yeah, I mean, I've always preferred limited items because I am a collector that does like the rare item. When talking about Hot Toys, I think that, yes, it should be limited, but I don't think it should be numbered, right? I think that's too low. I don't think they need to necessarily release the number, although that would be nice, right? But I don't think they need to do that. I think what they should do is timed POs, right? Even if it's a month, it doesn't have to be 3 days. It doesn't have to be a week like in art or whatever they did. It could be a month. It could be 2 months. That will help their stock. That will help the collectability, just the brand name, I think. So that's what I think.
Yeah, and go ahead, Costa. You wanted to make a comment?
No, for me, throughout, like, I've been collecting for like 30 years now, and at one point with like Hasbro, I was just like chasing all the exclusives, and chasing the exclusives with Hasbro, you would have to buy board games for some of these figures that they wouldn't put out with with the regular card stock. So I got kind of disenchanted with just going at having things as exclusive, and so for me it's not as big of a deal if it's like limited numbers or anything. I'm at the point where I'm in it for more of the realism. If I'm okay with 2.0s if they make the sculpts better or do something better and change things up. but I get why some people are really, really like to have exclusives. I mean, I have a like that Optimus Prime, Nemesis Prime. I think there's only 1,000 of them. I
That was the 3-0 one, right?
I yeah, or is it 500? I don't know. It's either 500 or 1,000. It's it's an Optimus Prime. I have some other figures that are not limited edition that I love, way more than that one. But it's, I mean, to each their own, and whatever makes you happy. I guess at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. And I agree with Carlos here too.
Yeah, no, this super chat from Carlos. Thank you so much, Carlos, for that. As he says, I see things differently now. As long as it fits within my monthly collecting budget, throw away money. I care about the figure first, not value. For some figures, I'll wait for discounts. And hey, I think any way of collecting is valid. The way you collect is your way, and if it's working for you, it's working for you. No matter what we say, pretty much. So it's a good point. It's a good point. When you have monthly budget for that. So really, if I want to get something and it's pricey, I'll get it because that's my collecting money, right? The problem is that if it's above the normal price, and let's say, I don't know, just to throw you a number, if I want a budget for 3 figures a month, for example, and this figure is going to cost almost 2 figures, so then that could be a problem, because if you get a third figure, you might be short on money, and that's
Right.
where the problem starts, right? So yes, even though me personally, even though I have my budget for figures on a month, I like to watch what I spend too, because it's not just throwing money left and right. I have to kind of like see, okay, what might be coming next? Should I really need it right now?
Right.
If it's for review, it's different. I'll get it, I'll review it, and keep it or sell it, whatever my emotion is with the figure. Because sometimes I get the figure, and really I don't want to keep it. Not because I don't like it, it's because it really doesn't fit my collection as I thought it would.
Right.
And that's a valid point as well. So thanks for the super chat, my friend. I want to give a quick shout out as well to, I had it here. Oh my goodness, what is it? There we go. My friend Anthony, 6 Call Mafia, 120 people watching, 125. Please hit the like button, guys. Only 50 likes. Come on, it's not lucky numbers, man.
Come on, get
People
to
dump
100.
Logan?
Get to 100. Come on.
Let's get to 100 likes at least. Come on, we can get to 100
Come on.
likes. You guys can do it again. But yeah, so good stuff so far. But now the way I see the market, is going, we're probably gonna see more items going into waitlist, more items showing low stock remaining, whether exclusives or regular versions. I think it's gonna be a wave of that. They need to stabilize the market, right? There's not a secret that those resellers in Hong Kong has been going nuts with pricing, like super cheap or super expensive, and that affects the brand. That affects everything. Even if you want to sell figures now, it's taking longer to sell figures. Before, it used to be faster to sell figures. I remember back in the day, I used to put a post on Instagram, I'm selling 10 figures. Man, that was gone the same day. Now, it takes me like freaking months to sell 10 figures, like weeks to sell 10 figures. Because it is affecting everything, right? It is affecting everything. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that eventually this is going to stabilize? I mean, do you think, I'm going to start with Desi, do you think that, in a near future, we might see, for example, simultaneous release, or what's happening with Sasha now, shipping these Boba Fett's without even, being released in Hong Kong yet?
I mean, we've seen a couple of instances over the last couple of years of a simultaneous release. Very rare. Do I think it's going to continue to happen? I don't know. That's a cop-out answer, but I don't know. I hope that it does. They should be doing it. Again, anything to prevent the dead stock, not only in Sideshow, but that weird stock situation overseas with resellers. We don't want that. Not that I'm completely against all resellers. There's hey, if you want to pay $800 for a $400 figure to be the first to have it, like, I understand that. That's all right. But that led to a lot of issues that we're seeing now. So hopefully we do see simultaneous releases. That would be nice, but I don't know if we are.
Yeah, it will be nice. Graham, now with Boba Fett shipping with the throne, many people will start getting it, or they will get it throughout the week. You know, could this be something that Sideshow might be doing moving forward? Especially maybe with not necessarily the bigger or the well-known characters or the legacy characters like Luke Skywalker or Iron Man, but maybe other characters like Boba Fett, like regular stormtroopers, for example, just to kind of like, you know, give the impression to collectors that they can actually get stuff faster as well.
Right.
Do you think that can happen?
Yeah, it's tough to say. I mean, I would hope it could happen and continue to happen in the future. But yeah, like as you said, it's really tough to say what's the driving force behind it right now. I'm a kind of guy that does like an order to things. So like, I don't know, I'd kind of like them to still release it in Hong Kong and then, you know, drop the photos. And then, you know, if I'm getting my email that it's shipping soon after that, great. But like, I don't know, I guess I like an order to things, but if they can somehow get these figures shipped out quicker, I mean, I'm all for it. So it's tough to say kind of if this is going to keep going or not, though.
Yeah, that's true. Right now, you're gonna start pre-ordering now, or you're gonna
Dude,
still waiting?
I'm ordering Doc Ock right now as we speak. I'm typing it in. I'm putting my credit card info. I need it right now. First bat. No, man. But it's interesting. I'd say like I'm totally for it. Honestly, I think that this new strategy that Sideshow is doing, I think it could work because just like you said, Dante, like with resellers in the Hong Kong market, this is definitely impacting them because. Think about it. The main thing that's kind of edging people off of Hong Kong resellers are the customer service. And if you think about it, Sideshow, everybody knows that they're the best in the game when it comes to customer service. They will always help you out. They'll always give you stuff, replacement items, returns. They'll be very, 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 very nice to you for sure. So I'd say when it comes to the Hong Kong market, I think it's definitely impacting it because, like I said, everybody who was ordering from Hong Kong, that's the people that they want to have their figures because they're kind of fed up with Sideshow and having to wait like 3 months when people dropped it in Hong Kong, reviewers would get onto it and you kind of get that hype into it. So I would say that this new strategy would work for Sideshow because you're just going to get more people buying stuff because now they're going to be like, okay, I don't need to spend the $200 from that throne, the shipping for that, because that's going to be expensive to get that thrown out from Hong Kong 100%. But now with Sideshow, you can get it shipped out the same week. And it hasn't even been released in Hong Kong, which is very interesting. I mean, you can get it honestly even before the blogger pictures, which looks like it's about to happen. But I'd imagine they get the pics out soon. But it's awesome. I think that's kind of cool because one thing for me when I started collecting, that was always a frustration for me when I'd see like it would drop in Hong Kong. I mean, it makes sense. Hot Toys, that's the brand is in Hong Kong. It would come first there, but the fact that Sideshow for the US collectors would have to wait like 2 to 3 months, it kind of was like, it bugged me. I was like, if I'm spending this much money, I would want to have it that soon to when it actually dropped. But the fact that now we're seeing that, it kind of makes me think like, hey, maybe I shouldn't go like with this other seller over here. Maybe I should just stick with Sideshow because if anything happens to my shipment, I'm going to get helped out. There's going to be no problem shipping it back to Hong Kong because I know that's another issue. Getting it shipped from Hong Kong, you have to deal with customs. If there's any damages in shipping, that thing's getting shipped who knows where. But if you get it from Sideshow, I'm locally here, so nothing's really going to happen. And if it did, I'd just be helped out with Sideshow. So I think this is a major game changer. I'd hope that this kind of strategy they're doing with
continues, especially this continues.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. And I mean, even with the Iron Man, I think the War Machine, the reissued, I think emails went out of that shipping, and we haven't seen it released. So who knows? That could be another one where Sideshow people who ordered with that figure at that time are going to get it the first week when it drops. So it's really awesome to see, in my opinion.
No, it is. And moving to cost on that on this one as well. Clone Trooper says shipping time is down to around 3 weeks, and ports congestion at LA is cleared. Simultaneous release is more feasible now. Do you concur with this?
Maybe.
Do I concur with what Clone Trooper say?
Clone Trooper said.
Answer the question.
Hold on, let me go check out my Port of Los Angeles.
Look up the data. Look at the data sheet and let me know.
You need to call somebody.
Hello.
Okay. Do I concur that
I'm just teasing with you. In general, do you think can we see this happening more often now? simultaneous releases? Because Boba Fett is one
I
example.
hope so. I'm like everybody else. Yes, I want it to happen. Like, I don't understand why it doesn't happen. Like, why are they, I guess, batching it? I guess they have to batch it out, but like, come on, split it with, Hong Kong and get it out here into the US and Europe, and let's do the simultaneous release. That's what I would love, because I mean, if you want to get like that first batch, you have to spend like at the moment it's like an extra $50 depending on the figure, and I'm sure as we see less figures being released and going into low stock, I'm sure those first batch figures are going to start skyrocketing to be one of the first to have them. Yeah, I don't understand why we can't have a simultaneous release, and I don't understand why Sideshow hasn't actually asked for it. Like, you are running this business with Hot Toys. It's not just Hot Toys. It's Hot Toys and Sideshow. They're together, right? You should get some perks, not just exclusives.
Right.
But, let's get them out. Let's get them out at the same time. I'm tired of not being able to do reviews right away like everybody else.
Yeah, I see Dante's reviews and I'm like, oh my god, I need this now. And now
And I've been liking so much. Dude, I got
like,
Arena.
damn you.
I got the Boba Fett arenas to like the last in the world. Sometimes you see it depends on time as well. Sometimes it's difficult for me to like do right away.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm traveling or something. I can't, right? But Costa touched a really good point. It has to be some coordination between Sideshow and Hot Toys for this. There's no this was coordinated. There was a talk. They said, listen, we need to get this first, ship it out to us, let us start shipping at least the first batch to the people who pre-order it first, then you can release it there, and then it'll be fine, and I think that's exactly what they're doing, because technically they don't need to, Sideshow doesn't need to wait for Hot Toys to do the announcement of a figure to start shipping, right? Because they are authorized distributors, so they pretty much, they are here to fulfill your order. So what I've seen now is that with Boba Fett, exclusively with Boba Fett, that hasn't even been any pictures or any official release or anything, but figures are shipping out. So that means that what we were talking about right now, and maybe what we discussed many shows ago, is slowly happening. Obviously, everything has to happen slowly. It cannot happen like this, right? It's a lot of logistics that they need to take into account. They need to coordinate with the shipping company. They need to coordinate with the port and all, the whole thing. So now that I see this happening, I'm very happy for collectors, especially here in the US and many other parts of the world probably, but specifically in the US, because now, we can get our stuff a bit faster, not necessarily like right away, but within a couple weeks of release. And that's, to me, that's good. You don't have to pay those crazy prices, And again, nothing wrong with people who buy it, because I buy stuff from Hong Kong as well for my reviews. So nothing wrong with that at all. If you want to pay the extra, it's 100% fine. It's really nobody's questioning that at all. But not too many collectors have that money to spare. They want to kind of get retail, because that's the point. You want to get your stuff at retail price.
Exactly.
So that was a good stuff. So Beskar Kid says, whoever gets it first and gets it to me the fastest gets my money. Perfect. That's a legitimate valid point. Think Bantamboy says, that's what you call exclusives, as you're getting figures out before Hot Toys even releases them. That's true.
Yep.
That's true. Conquer Knight says they're awesome. They're awesome. Okay, this is a different comment. So I'm going to actually click on this one. Is it part of this? You're trying to sell certain figures in expectation of a reissue, so you don't see your girl pieces plummet in value?
That's a strategy. I know a lot of people do that. I've done it.
100%. Yeah.
That you see the blue bar, you start like pre-ordering left and right, just so you can resell it.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
No,
like
yeah,
sell
no.
certain figures. Like I didn't order this Mark V reissue, but last year I had the original Mark V plastic. The plastic one, not even the die cast. And I sold it at the beginning of January 2021, right before they announced the die cast reissue.
Yep.
You know, so I try to sell that, like, you know, or certain key things. Like I've mentioned, I sold my Predators, a couple of classic Predators earlier this year because Prey was coming out and people get hyped about the movie and then you get a good deal. Like, so you try to use some strategy
Exactly.
to sell it, even though I don't sell much at all. I sold 3 figures this year. Last year, I think I sold 2.
You know what's funny? I bought two Pennywise, and my goal was to display both Pennywise, one with the other head sculpt. But then when Inart announced theirs, I really like that one. So I'm gonna keep my Hot Toys one, but the other one I didn't even open it. It's pretty much a brand new seal, and I want to sell it. And I know right now I'm gonna lose money on it, even though it is brand new. But that was a risk I was willing to take. And sometimes it plays in your favor, sometimes it doesn't.
Exactly.
So if you have that mentality, I think when you collect, you'll be fine. But if you are looking to collect to flip, then it becomes difficult because then you kind of like you for example, if you like, I don't know,
Wrong niche.
or right,
Yeah.
maybe
You
back
can't
in the
look at it as
day,
an investment.
right? Maybe back in the day it was
Right.
more doable to flip stuff, quicker.
For sure.
Now maybe you can flip it, but it's gonna take you like twice the amount of time, longer,
Right.
way
Take
longer.
time.
You can still
know?
flip toys, just not Hot Toys. It's possible, but I wouldn't recommend it. You got to go into
Yeah.
other toys to do that.
Right.
It's a lot of guessing.
Right.
It's a lot of guessing too.
Yeah, like for example, back in the early 2000s, I'm gonna say Playmates had the Simpsons line, and I had Toy Fair magazine. I bought the exclusive Homer Simpson boxing edition, and I bought 2 of them, and then I decided not to collect them anymore, and I sold them. I got them for $7. I sold them for $2.50 each. And now you can find them for under $20. So it's like,
Damn.
it's it's a huge guessing game. Like, you're better off going into the stock market really and going for the long haul and long investing than you are to try to get into the Hot Toys game to become a millionaire.
Yeah, loving the figure comes first for sure.
You know what's funny? Like I collect also SH figure arts, Dragon Ball figures, and I was able to actually flip a few figures. Like I used to, especially the exclusive ones. So I buy doubles on those. So I was able to sell it for like, I would say maybe like $40, $30 more of the retail price. So kind of like paying off what I spent originally for the figure that I'm keeping. So I've been doing that slowly. It takes a bit longer to sell too. But I noticed that on SS Figure Arts before Hot was used to be like that. But now with this new way of having low stock now, maybe it could be possible that you can start flipping stuff quicker. Because if you pre-order 2, you can sell the other one. Or it can happen, maybe Sideshow or whoever, any reseller might limit the amount of orders that you can make. Maybe like, let's say you can order 5 figures with no issues. Maybe now it's only 2, or maybe now it's only 1, depending on which character it is. SH Figures does that. Sometimes they give you limits to order. Like you can order maybe 1 or 2 per customer, and that's it. Could that be possible?
No, that even happened with the Venom. I remember with the special edition. That was one that really got the hype on it because there was, I think, the special edition was only 1 available. You can only order 1, and once reviews came out for that thing just like it flew off the shelves, and then it eventually got waitlisted like the week after, and then it like doubled in price on the eBay and Facebook groups. And yeah, it's interesting.
Six Hill Mafia says, if we get figures before Hong Kong all the time now, someone is gonna move next door to Sasha's warehouse to start promoting them. That's true.
Maybe.
That's true. Maybe Riley's gonna be the
wonder
new
who.
day
I'm
one.
in LA.
reviewer.
I'm in LA. You know, sideshow.
You
No.
know?
You got to set up camp in the warehouse.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, guys?
So now we can get our inside information from Riley. We don't have to go
Yeah.
to Hong Kong anymore. Say, Riley,
I got all
let's
the
go to the
scoops.
warehouse. Let me
Yeah.
check a look. But that would be dope, though. You know.
Mhm.
And that's gonna be a game changer for resellers as well in Hong Kong. Imagine if we get these figures now or within the few weeks, it's gonna affect their business over there, and that's exactly what they want to do. You know, they want to make sure that they don't succeed. You know, because they're taking away business. Again, reselling is good. Fulfilling pre-orders if you're not authorized, because that's the issue. Really, it's not like reselling. I can resell anything. You can resell anything you want. But fulfilling the orders as if you were the distributor, that's the problem, because they're really not allowed to do that. And that's really the point, not the reselling. So don't get fooled. You can resell anything you want. I can resell my Grogu for $100. Doesn't matter. It's
100,000
or 100,000. It
Doesn't
doesn't matter. But if I tell you I want to take pre-orders for this and I don't work for Sasha, I don't work for Hot Toys, that's a problem. Especially if you do it like in a mass scale, right?
Right.
You can pre-order a couple figures and take pre-orders for that, but but if you, I mean, I don't know if it's legal. First of all, maybe it is. I don't know, but when you have it in hand, that's where you're gonna ship it out. You shouldn't take the money up front either, because really you're not an official distributor. But again, those are the technicalities that we'll need to be aware of.
Oh yeah.
So we got notification that Bo-Katan has been delayed. Was this a surprise for you guys? Really?
Dude,
A little bit, because it's the second
this-
one.
Yeah, and this is the one that I wish it would come, but it does have a head sculpt, so maybe that has to do with it. They're kind of still tweaking it. They want to make sure it comes out great, but it's tough, man.
As long as Ahsoka comes.
Yeah, there's no delay on that. Oh, that would suck. That delay would suck. They delayed that one.
I think
That's
Ahsoka is
weird.
supposed to be released anytime soon.
This
Right.
month, right? Or this
Soon.
or next month or
I
something.
thought it said September
I
on
thought it said that
Sideshow.
too. Yeah. And yeah, we're in
But I
there,
mean, that
so-
doesn't really mean anything. It's just
Exactly. Bo-Katan just said that, and now it got delayed. So that was tough, man.
Actually, let me share my screen here.
Yep.
yeah,
this month.
September.
So actually September, and Sideshow hasn't changed this. So
Oh,
that
they
means
didn't throw an email. Yeah, so we'll see.
not yet. Maybe they're waiting for the next shipment. Because I think I
Imagine
heard
yeah, this one would be a cool one if like Sideshow could ship it out the same week with Hot Toys, like co-align with it. That would be a big move, because this is gonna be a popular one, especially in the US. I mean, this is gonna be a big one.
This is a cool piece. Very, very nice.
Yeah, I think it all depends on the strategy. Like in the past we've had figures like we changed months and it still said like August for like a couple weeks, and then they finally updated it. So hopefully like we talked about, this is kind of what's going to be coming in the future. They're going to be more on top of this, and things are going to be kind of shipped out when they're supposed to, because we just don't know yet. It hasn't been happening enough yet.
Yep.
I think this figure is gonna come very soon. Like this month. Has to be this month.
I hope.
It's just September, and I hope that this is a trend. Like we continue seeing
Right.
these figures coming. So what about the Blurg, for example, right? The Blurg is also, it should be out any minute now. I think we're gonna get hit with a lot of figures at once.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
my prediction.
It's creating more storms for us.
More
Yeah,
storms.
True.
And
It's true.
wait for Q4. And wait for
Oh,
next year. Next year is gonna be nuts. Remember those Attack of the Clone figures that were announced? Like they were
Yep.
like what, 6?
Yep.
Doc Brown was quarter
summertime.
1. Now he's quarter 4 of this year. So that's
So
That'll
you
be
know,
coming.
Yeah, he's
They're
been moved
speeding
up.
up. Everything's
I'm
speeding up.
Excited about that one.
yeah, that'll be good.
Oh yeah.
you know which figure I think we're gonna see very, 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 very soon. And this is just my I'm gonna see if I can just put on the screen. And I've been dreaming about this. Actually, I had a dream about this figure the other day. It's funny. But it was released. Really, that's stupid. But
Hallelujah. Yeah.
hallelujah, right? But I think this one we're gonna see very soon.
Oh
Ooh,
man, I hope.
Cyborg.
I just have a feeling that it
Dude.
will not. It definitely is gonna be
Mm.
either late this month or early next month. I don't think we're gonna
Dude.
wait until December. And I watch. You get an email. Oh, Cyber has been delayed until 2024.
Oh, please no.
But
Just
no,
an
I honestly
FYI
I
too,
think so.
that Wonder Woman from 1984 still says September as well.
Yeah, maybe that,
That
one.
one
Dude,
too.
that one's been on order for a while.
Tonight.
But this would be an epic one. In 5
Getting
minutes.
dropped
I'll
tonight.
see it. Yep.
While we're sleeping.
5 seconds.
I'll be happy to get this figure, man. That is the last missing figure for my Justice League collection. Literally,
Dude,
this
this
is
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 the
anybody
last
gonna be
one.
worried? I was
Huh?
gonna say, anybody worried it's gonna turn out to be like Cable and end up being like extra thin?
Mm.
I mean, this character is thin.
He is a pretty
No.
skinny when he has the
Yeah.
suit on, though. But yeah. But maybe they'll do him dirty again. Who knows?
It's Lokatan.
Slow Katan. Good one.
I have yeah. I think this video is gonna happen very soon. That's my gut feeling, you know. And you know what? Cable wasn't that bad, man. Like in person, really, I really like the figure. You know,
Yeah.
Hescope is definitely better than Toys Era for sure. For
Yeah, I've
sure.
heard better things in hand for sure.
Yeah, I mean proportions. Even without the shirt, it looks good.
Right.
Maybe just a bit, bulkier, maybe just a little bit, but doesn't bother me at all. I think it looks very good. Finally we have Cable. So before we got
know, right?
nothing, we got zero. Now we got
Now,
Cable.
now we need Loki. We need Endgame Loki, man.
Jeez, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, right. It's been like 5 years.
Yeah, I don't understand why they keep delaying all these figures, man. They should just do it and just move on. There's so many cool figures that we're waiting.
Loki
Yeah.
was really weird to me. Cable, I understand. They probably didn't get that many orders, but Loki is like, I thought that
Right.
character was popular enough to get a lot of orders. What happened there? Like, I
Exactly.
don't know.
Yeah, sometimes I don't know. There's always a market. There's always somebody who's gonna buy it. That's a fact. Any figure, right? No matter
Yeah.
what that is. But it was surprising too because thinking about that was Endgame, and it was announced way after the movie was done, and here we are, almost 4 years later from the movie, and still no Loki, still no Endgame line
Crazy.
finished. It is freaking crazy. It is freaking crazy. Things. I'm telling you, I don't know. Sometimes I don't understand how they do. Why they want to make those choices, like the Mark V with the diorama, when the Mark
Right.
V is already
People
in
must
stock.
love Iron Man, I guess.
That's
But
what I'm saying. If
I
that
don't
Mark
understand.
V, if it's for Shank or Asia only, like I get it because Iron Man sells so well in Asia, and that one sold out. So if they had a lot of, if it immediately sold out and they had a lot of sales there, like I get it. Re-release it there with another accessory, a diorama. It's another SKU. It's not technically a reissue, and you sell it there. But yeah, if that exclusive comes over to the States, it's like
I
the Mark
think- I
V is
think it
already
will.
there.
It doesn't make sense though. I don't think Sideshow would want it. They're just gonna sit on more
Well, and
fives.
that's why they have so many of the Marvel figures still sitting in stock, is because all these figures have come out so far after the movie that people are already on to the next thing, and
Good point.
that's why you can get
Yeah.
them for so cheap now on eBay and everywhere else.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I don't understand why they decide to make those characters. Like, what was the other one that they did? The open suit Iron Man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it
Oh,
looks
yeah, the
cool,
Mark 7.
but was it really needed? I mean, right now, especially when you have so many other good characters that you can actually explore.
Right.
That I don't understand. I mean, I know. I mean, sometimes it feels like these guys are like desperate to just give you Iron Man stuff.
Right.
Must be a lot of hardcore collectors out there for
Yeah,
Spider-Man
for
and
sure.
Iron Man.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, nothing against the character itself, but I'm thinking like if you don't do enough, I can understand, right? If you do like let's say one Iron Man a year, or maybe two, I can understand. Okay, you want to do
Right.
something different, but if you do Iron Man left and right every time, all the time, so it's
It gets
kind
a
of
little
like
oversaturated for sure.
yeah, it gets kind of weird, especially when you have other like Star Wars figures, for example, that we're waiting. I mean, just to name a few, Mace Windu, We have, Bespin Han, for example. Maybe other Spider-Man figures.
Vulture. That's one of them.
Vulture. What is Vulture? I mean, they tease it. I
Like
think that was
5
more like a
times.
response.
Yeah.
I'm sure they have priority. I wouldn't be surprised if like they have some kind of internal quota. Like every quarter, we must announce X amount of Iron Man product.
Probably.
Like seriously,
yeah.
and like that takes priority. That's number one priority because that always sells out in Asia. Like I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know, but
Right.
That's true. Hot Toys Hotline in the house. He says, "Stop showing the cyber. I still need to pre-order him. See you last chance."
Bro,
Yeah,
if that's
no.
a last chance, that would go waitlist like the second. Everyone would jump on the hype. Yeah.
If I see Cyborg with the low stock alert, I will definitely start like, you know what, I'm gonna start pre-ordering moving
What
forward.
if you see the Bespin Luke? Imagine the Bespin Luke Deluxe.
Dude, if
Low
that
stock.
happens,
I'll be
then
gone in a second. Everyone would jump on it.
No,
chance.
yeah, absolutely.
well, yeah, it could happen. That's when
People are going to be spending
here.
hundreds of dollars this month just on pre-orders, just on their NRDs.
Yeah, true. Sideshow's like, we're fooling all of you.
Yeah.
Imagine.
We gotcha.
They're laughing behind the keyboard, like cracking out. Oh, look at this guy. Look at man, how Collector was talking about pre-orders. Such an idiot. I got you guys. Let me put up another blue bar. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
But hey, and listen, I ordered from Comic Concept, so I paid 20% down. So when I get hit with the bill, it's obviously less, right? Because it's 20% you're putting down. So personal preference again. You guys, anyone can do whatever they feel, right? But sometimes I do from Sideshow because sometimes I want to get some exclusive that maybe Comic Concepts can get. So I do through Sideshow. So I use my coupons, I use my points, whatever I have, just to get the discount. But with 130 people watching, can we get to 100 likes, guys? Come on, please hit the like button. If you have a mouse, click it. If you have your phone, use your finger.
Flip your phone and click it.
I mean, it takes.
All you gotta do.
Everyone, show me your mouse. Show me your mouse, everyone.
I'll show you my phone.
Mine looks like yours.
Do it.
Oh, so we Apple guys.
We Apple.
We Apple.
Boo.
Oh man. But anyway, so we're gonna wrap this up, guys. I know I have to keep this show a little bit short and sweet because I have a lot of stuff to do. But I want to thank everyone on the chat. I want to thank the panel because you guys are amazing. You see, we can continue all night long for sure. Hopefully, we see some releases this week. But I want to.
We need some. We
desperately need releases. So I'm gonna go to the panel. Desi, thank you so much for coming, my friend. Glad to see your internet is working. I know we had issues on Friday.
Sorry.
And no, I know it wasn't. I know it wasn't you. It was the. I guess
my connection sucked.
The neighborhood, whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens, man. But what's going on your channel, my friend?
Unfortunately, I haven't had something drop for a while. I'm still working on that same diorama I've been working on. Day job's been killing me, but I'm recording the entire process, like I said last time, and hopefully I'll have something out before the end of September on that diorama because I really want to move on to the next one. So, but hey, guys, if you like making dioramas or you want tips on how to take care of figures, check out my channel. Thanks, and make sure you subscribe to everybody else here because they're putting out awesome content. So. Thanks again, Dante.
You're welcome, my friend. You're always welcome here. And of course, all the links down below, all the channels. This is an amazing people. Subscribe to the channels. Graham, nice to see you. It's been a while. I know you were moving. You were doing a lot of stuff. So glad to see you back. What's going on your channel, my friend?
Yeah, it's good to be back. Thank you so much for the invite. It's always a pleasure hanging out with the crew on Between Collectors. So, yeah, just I can second what Desi said about the day job killing me. So it's been very busy. So not only have I been busy moving and stuff, but then work has been pretty busy. So yeah, just trying to find times to get back on YouTube. I came out with a video last week on things I wish I knew before collecting Hot Toys. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. I'm going to be doing a updated room tour probably this week and get that out to you guys as well, just so you can see the new pad and everything. Just got the Iron Man 85 battle damaged in. Probably won't do a review just because it's been out for so long, but I got a nice deal on Sideshow, so I couldn't pass it up. And we are probably going to go live tomorrow night. I'm trying to find a new night just with football. Football always comes first for me, so I got to find Mondays was my night, but I got to do something else. So other than that, thank you so much. We are just over 100 subscribers away from 3,000. So if you haven't already, head on over to the channel and be a part of the watch. Thanks
Nice,
again.
man. No,
That's
thank
awesome.
you. Thank you for joining us tonight. And Riley, of course, my boy. What's going on
Bro.
your dude? You need to hook me out with the Spider-Man, man.
I got you.
Even though
Actually,
but
I got it right here. I'm gonna send here. Hold on. I'm gonna send this figure out to Dante. There we go. It's gonna go sent
For
to
free.
you for review for free.
Why?
Only
him?
only for the scalper price of 1,000. That's not too
Yeah.
much. So
oh,
That's for the churro.
Yeah.
That's-
the figure
no,
comes for
exactly.
free.
Just the
because
churro,
we're
yeah.
friends. $9.99.
Yeah,
$9.99.
that's the sweet spot. No, thank you again, Dante. Amazing show, great panelists. It was nice catching up with all these guys. They got great stuff, so everyone check them out. On my channel, Riley Reviews, we've got some stuff coming up. Obviously, we got that. I felt the Disney FOMO, so I had to get this
Churro.
one. I got the churro FOMO. There we go. We'll call it that. I got
You're
the
gonna say
D23
churro?
Spider-Man.
Churro.
Churro.
Ferrocarril.
That good?
Oh my god.
Good enough? I'm sorry.
Teach
I'm sorry.
us
Is that
proper
good enough?
Spanish.
Teach me, Mero. Teach me the ways. No, but I got that coming up. It's probably come tomorrow or in 2 days because I gotta unbox this. It's gonna be an amazing review.
Yeah.
I can't wait. So if you guys want to see that, check out
Oh,
my
yeah.
channel, Riley Reviews. And yeah, we got that. We got live streams and popping in other streams, having a lot of fun. I'm loving the community, what we're bringing to the table on streams and Facebook groups, everything, everywhere. So yeah, it's awesome stuff. Have a good night, guys.
Nice, man. No, thank you so much. And of course, my boy Costa, which is a guru of cases right now. I think you should change your name
Yeah,
as
right now.
the guru living room.
Honestly,
Well, you know what?
The guru.
I was saying that my name is perfect because it's you
Yeah.
think of furniture now.
That's right. Pop culture living room.
But
yeah.
thanks for having me on. The chat was on fire tonight. You guys killed it.
Hell yeah.
Some good people in the chat. I'm glad you guys came out. On my channel, I haven't put anything out in a while because I am doing research and development on a new case that's over there. It's over there, but you can't see it until I'm finished.
Ooh, okay.
Wait, was
if
that
you
the
wanna
picture
make-
you sent me?
Yeah, I'm still working on some things.
No, I cannot share it. That's
I
private.
will have a video on how to
Mhm.
make that thing, but I will
Ooh.
also. I'm thinking about selling a small quantity of them,
I'll be first in
like,
line.
so you don't have
I'm
to
gonna-
worry about doing the electronics because there's going to be some electrical to it, and if you want to make this or these beautiful things, they're let me see. There you go.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
Those are my garage shelves that I made look like Maji cases. Or if you want to make this, did I shut myself off?
Did you make
Damn
black
it.
display cases? Black displays?
Yes,
That's
I
all see.
did. I made
Black
all-
Diamond.
Yeah, we can see
Anyway,
clear now.
I can't see the figures.
Anyway,
though.
I have a display case that looks like a I'm just gonna say it. You can make your very own Maji case from scratch. The one I make from scratch, you can hang it on the wall, and I show you how. So do all that, and I'm gonna try to work on some content for this week because I haven't done much content. And I'm working on a Q&A live stream for the cases. So we're going to talk and
nice.
have fun and do a Q&A hopefully next weekend.
Wow.
Awesome.
I can't wait to see that. But he shared the picture to me and it freaking looks amazing. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I couldn't cancel my Mojo cases, so I just have to go with it. So
Right.
Mojo cases are officially finally on its way. So stay tuned because I'm gonna make some small changes here. So I have a light. I don't know if you guys can see.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Are you gonna film yourself
I see it.
putting them together, assembling?
Oh god, he won't.
That'd be fun.
You won't
Live
do it.
stream.
Time lapse.
Live stream. Imagine.
Yeah, that's actually it's a good one. It's over there. I don't know if you guys can see now. You see the logo
Oh, I
over
see
there?
it. I see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Do you want some
I'm gonna get
upgrades?
another one. Yeah, no. The reason why I got this is because I'm gonna be doing my reviews in this huge office space that I have. So I'm gonna buy a new light to do the video. So the background is gonna be actually my Monju cases, but without the cover, right? Because it's black in the back, so there's no reflection. And that's exactly what I
Ooh,
wanted.
okay.
In here, if I do it, you're gonna see all the lights because it's glass, even the back.
Right.
So I'm gonna play around with it and see how that looks, obviously. So yeah, Mojo cases are on its way. I'm gonna pretty much rearrange my collection here. I might paint the walls as well on this a bit darker and change this curtains here too.
It's ambitious.
So it's gonna be, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna spend too much money, to be honest with you. I'm have a small budget for this, so I'm gonna see what can I do with a small budget
Sounds great.
and see what happens. You never know. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not.
He's
There we
back.
go.
Oh,
he's back.
Look at this guy. All right, let's
Look
just
at
him.
put it on there.
That's so cool.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah, there's gonna be a
Wow.
second one underneath it. That's why you can see the wood. But yeah,
That's awesome. That's innovation. That's a game changer.
And I show you how to make it, and you can make any size
Ooh.
Maji case thing.
Yep.
I gotta look into
there you
that.
go.
You know what? I want to make a case, Costa. Maybe you can help me.
Yeah.
For this.
Yeah.
For my cockpit.
Let's do it.
Behind me.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's
that'd be
easy, dude. You want a straight case, like just for that.
Right, that I
Just-
can remove, with lights and everything.
I'll just
Yeah. That's not hard.
I'll just
That's not
just
hard.
pay Costa and just to fly him out here and do it all for me.
No, actually, I'm gonna have Costa to make it. I'm gonna pay for that, dude. I can only make money with these fingers.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
But anyway, I want to thank everyone on my channel. What's going on my channel? We're gonna have a show on Friday night for Collectors Night, so stay tuned for the panel announcement. The review of Arena Suit Boba Fett is up, so check it out. I actually did
That
a
was
very
awesome.
nice intro.
That was awesome.
A lot of people
Yeah,
send me
yeah.
messages, dude. The intro was freaking good.
Yeah.
Great,
Great stuff, yeah.
crazy. Cable review is also up. I'm waiting to get the Boba Fett with the throne, so that will be also another review that you'll see it here. I'm gonna do a collection tour, the part 2, because part 1 was pretty much 3 weeks ago. Part 2, I will say, knowing myself, maybe sometime in October you'll see it, because I need to kind of like make some small changes here. But stay tuned for that. And next Tuesday we're gonna have a very special edition of Between Collectors at 8 p.m. So stay tuned for the panel announcement, because this is probably gonna be the Avengers level 1. So stay tuned for that. Thank you everyone for watching, and as always, be well, and see you around in the next video.